Hi everyone, Animal Girl here, back with another edition of TV Talk. It's Tuesday, and that means it's Star Wars Day, and this week's episode of The Clone Wars was The Gathering. Jedi younglings undergo a rite of passage, the construction of their lightsabers. Okay, things I liked about this episode. First off, we see a very important part in Jedi training, and that is the construction of the lightsaber. Now, do we actually see the construction of the lightsaber in this episode? No, we do not. That does not happen until the next episode, A Test of Strength, where we actually see them assemble or attempt to assemble their lightsabers. But what happens in this episode is a very important step on that process. The younglings that are in this episode go on a journey to receive their kyber crystals. Now, for those of you who are unaware, the kyber crystal is what basically powers the lightsaber. It's a tiny little crystal, and it refracts, and I might be getting this wrong, and if I do, I apologize, and it refracts the light inside the hilt of the lightsaber that creates the blade. Now, don't ask me how we get these different colors, yellow, green, blue, white, purple, red. That I'm not 100% sure on. The Ahsoka book alludes to red coming from the crystal having been bled or something, but I'm not 100% sure on how the different colors come to pass. But in a sense, that's basically what what's going on in this episode. These younglings, I think there's 5 or 6 of them, are looking for their kyber crystals. And this is a very important part on Jedi training, or in Jedi training, because we always see the Jedi with at least one lightsaber. I think Ahsoka's really the only one we see with 2. But we associate the Jedi with lightsabers, not only in our world, but in their world, they are associated with lightsabers. Somebody sees someone with a lightsaber, they automatically assume they're a Jedi, because the Jedi are the only ones who carry them, or at least at this point in time. Now, another thing I really like about this episode is that we not only travel to a new planet, which is, I believe, Ilios is the name of the planet, but we also travel to a new Jedi temple. When I first saw this episode, that kind of took me by surprise. I was like, oh my God, there's more than one Jedi temple. There's not just the one on Coruscant. And this is true. In an interview for Rebels Recon, I believe within the first season of Star Wars Rebels, one of the members of the cast, I can't remember if it was who it was, said that there actually are a lot of Jedi temples scattered throughout the universe. The Jedi being as old as it is, there were many different temples everywhere. Coruscant is just basically the center point of the Jedi Order, but there are temples on many, many different planets, and we'll see a couple more as the series progresses. Not only Clone Wars, but when we get into Rebels, we'll see a couple more. We'll see a few more temples as well. And I didn't list it here, but another thing I really liked about this episode is that we see Ahsoka kind of taking an active role in this ritual. She is the one who takes the younglings to get their kyber crystals. Now, is this something that they do? They have a Padawan take the younglings to get their crystals? I don't know. Excuse me. It's entirely possible that they do, because the Padawans have gone through this relatively recently, so they know a little bit more about what they need to do to get the crystal than the knights do. I mean, Yoda's in this episode too, but it's really Ahsoka who's kind of the chaperone. I don't know if they actually have a Padawan actually do this or if a knight does it. I don't know if Ahsoka volunteered to do this or if she was assigned to do this. I don't know. They don't really get into that. I have my theories. I'm sure you have your theories. My theory is that we know as of season or midway through season 3, when they changed her look and they upgraded her from 14 to 16, they actually jumped forward 2 years and they gave her the new lightsaber. So she now has 2. We know that at some point she had to have returned to Ilios to get her second kyber crystal. So maybe the council just thought because she went through this fairly recently in the timeline to get her second crystal, she was the appropriate choice to take these 5, 6 younglings to go through this ritual. I don't know. They don't really explain why she's the chaperone. Maybe they were just trying to give her more responsibilities. Maybe she wanted some time away from the battlefield. I don't know. They don't really get into it. But we do. This is a very important thing that happens within the Jedi training, and she's given the role of making sure the children, or the younglings, whatever you want to call them, see it through, which is, in my opinion, a big responsibility. Also, in this episode, we are not getting into politics of any kind. We are not getting into the politics between the different planets, between the Republic and the Separatists. We are not getting into war politics. This is strictly all about the Jedi, which is a little different. We don't see a lot of episodes like this. So I did like that. It was a bit of a change, in my opinion. Okay, things I didn't like about this episode. There really wasn't a lot I didn't like about this episode. I thought it was very well thought out and very well written. Now this is the first part of a 4-part arc. So we are going to, while we didn't actually finish up with the construction of the lightsabers in this episode, we will get to that point. Now, again, this episode, it is one of my favorites. Not only of season 5, but of the whole. Every time I decide or the whole series, every time I decide I want to just sit down and watch a random episode or a random arc of episodes in Clone Wars, this is always one of the episodes that pops up as one I want to watch, because it is one of my favorites. So all in all, nothing really that I didn't like about it. Again, they tell the children when they're going in, they have to hurry because when the sun goes down, the ice over the entrance will, or as the sun starts to set, the ice over the entrance will start to melt back over, and if they aren't out by the time the last of it happens, they'll be stuck in there till it melts again. And to me, that's kind of like they're scaring the kids a little bit, but again, it impresses on the urgency. It's like, don't goof around, don't do this, don't do that. You are on a time limit here. So I do get that to a point. And they kind of reveal some things near the end. I don't want to give it away as it is a spoiler. But all in all, good episode. Nothing really that I would change or that I feel needs to be changed. Okay, feel free to leave your comments and questions in the comment section. I do love to read those. Please like and share this video if you're watching on Facebook, or like and subscribe if you haven't already if you're watching on YouTube. And feel free to follow me on Wattpad, Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter, and DeviantArt. I do have my name for those 5 sites right there on the screen, as well as the pictures I use for the icons. Please note that all pictures seen within this video do belong to their respected artists. I own absolutely nothing. And the links for the 5 sites I mentioned will be in the description section. Okay, quick reminder on my comment rules. Okay, feel free to check out my related Star Wars videos. My other TV Talk videos on Star Wars. And my other TV Talk videos. And my other videos. Okay, before I sign off, a few things I'd like to touch on. First off, and this is for my YouTube subscribers, any of my videos that cannot be found on YouTube are on my Facebook page. I will have the link in the description section. This one is for my Facebook friends. Any of my videos that are not on Facebook are on my YouTube channel. The link will be in the description section. I will be posting the links for all my videos on YouTube to Facebook. But if you're looking for a specific video, just click on the link in the description section and it'll take you right to my, or it should take you right to my YouTube channel and you can look for it there. And finally, I would like to apologize for not posting a video last week. I had several other videos I wanted to get up and I just did not have time to do all of them. Well, they were still posting. I had actually recorded them the day before. And I just did not have time to get everything done that I wanted to get done that day. And unfortunately, I had to have TV Talk take a back seat last week, Tuesday. So I do apologize for that. I hate it when I have to do that. Unfortunately, that will happen from time to time. And I do apologize in advance for any future times when I have to forego a TV Talk video. As always, thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.